Right. Hello, and welcome back to another video with AndriaSimmons, aka Luminous, with Luminous's Intuitive Talks, brought to you by Luminous's Divine Healings, where we receive divine messages, advice, warnings, things we'd like to hear, and things we'd rather not. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. Alright, so today's discussion is going to be about not always expecting closure. So we're gonna jump right into that discussion, because there's a lot of people that are always asking, how do they get closure from whoever or whatever situation. And it's like, it could be family, it could be friends, it could be a lover, it doesn't matter. They could be platonic relationships, it could be co-worker situations. As I always say, it does not matter. It doesn't always have to be related to love, because a lot of people are always trying to relate everything to romance. It doesn't always have to specifically be about a romantic partner or whatever or such. It could be anybody, okay? It could be anybody that you fell out with. It could be anybody that you no longer have contact with. It could be anybody that you no longer associate yourself with. It could be anybody, okay? So now that we got that out the way, let me also go ahead and throw in my disclaimer. I curse, so if you don't like cursing, sometimes I do curse in my videos. If you don't like it, this isn't the video for you. If you don't like me to keep it real, if you don't like the truth, if you don't like me touching bases on certain topics, this isn't the channel for you. Okay, so if you don't like doing shadow work, if you don't like doing self-awareness stuff and reflecting and putting in the work to better yourself, and you want to stay stagnant, and you want to hear lies and stuff that's funny and stuff that don't matter all day, this isn't the channel for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into today's discussion. All right, so with that being said, if you are a sensitive person, or you take offense to anything and everything you always hear, click off. Okay, I don't want to be bothered with it. I just don't understand why people know what I say and what I do and how I talk and still continue to watch me just to still get mad. It's it's like, are you okay? But let's just some people ain't rap too tight, but it's alright. It's alright. It's all love. It's all love. It's gonna be some triggering stuff as usual. So, because when you do self-reflection, inner work, and talk about real stuff, it triggers people. That's life. You'll be alright. So let's go ahead and, I said for the 100th time, let's go ahead and tap right in. Okay. We're talking about, like I said, a lot of people want to know how you go about getting closure when you feel you haven't received any. And the answer that I always have is, even if you don't get closure, no closure is closure. Because first of all, if a person does not feel like you are worth giving closure to, why are you bothered with them? Why are you even bothered with it? Walk away and just leave them where they thought they left you standing. That way, when they come back, your ass is gone. Okay? First of all, that just gives straight disrespect. That means that person doesn't respect you. That person doesn't care about you enough to give you any closure. That person can care less if you have closure. Either they're coming from a hurt place themselves, or some kind of control tactic to keep you, stuck, which is dumb, because it's like, that crap, it doesn't work all the time. It doesn't work all the time. With some people, it may work with. But if you got a strong head on your shoulders, a strong mind, and strong discernment, you know to just walk away and leave that crap where it's at. Because that person's obviously on some loser ass time. Ain't nobody got time for that. So just leave that alone. They obviously, like I said, don't have enough respect for you to get that closure. They don't think you're deserving of that closure. They could be holding some kind of grudge against you in their feelings about something, whatever the case may be. Another thing, you could not be receiving closure because that person could possibly feel some kind of guilt. They could feel as though, they feel guilty and they know they've wronged you in some kind of way. Or they could be, think that they're hiding things from you. They could be trying to withhold some kind of secrets that they believe that is a secret and stuff like that. They could be, on that type of time. People do weird things. Some people don't want to take accountability. Some people don't want to be honest. Some people don't want to be truthful. Some people want to remain manipulative. And, some people are not, naturally spiteful. Some people are hateful. They could be trying to be on some weird get back, whatever. Okay, there are a lot of scenarios to a lot of weirdos out here, okay? And 9 times out of 10, one of those reasons is the reason why you could not be receiving any kind of closure from those people. Because, some people don't have that courage. Some people don't have that dignity to come up to you and say, hey, look, this is not what it is, or this is what it is, or this is what I did, I apologize. Some people don't have that courage to apologize. Some people don't have that courage to say, hey, look, this is where I messed up, or hey, look, I don't want to deal with you because of this. Be honest with you of why they don't want to deal with you if you're the problem, But either way it goes, if those people don't think that you deserve closure, or they're trying to withhold that closure, like I said, no closure is your closure. We need to be strong enough to be able to, make our own closure. Be satisfied within yourself, like, hey, this didn't work out, to hell with it, I'm good, I'm great, I'm gonna go walk away, I'm gonna go heal, okay? I'm going to go do my healing. I'm going to work on me. I'm going to do what I need to do in order to be in a better place and to let go of the past, that pain, that hurt. Because what you don't want to do is hold on to that resentment. You don't want to have resentment towards a person at all because they didn't give you any closure. Don't hold no resentment against it, because that's going to be pain and something that's going to be upon you that you're not going to be able to let go of. And if you are unable to get past that point, that could prolong your healing process. That could, allow you to be stuck and stagnant, because you'll be still stuck on the past. You'll still be wondering, oh, why this happened, or why doesn't this person or these people or this and that, and you don't want to do that to yourself, because that'll be a long process to recovery. So what you want to do is continue to just, like I said, heal. Okay, you've gotten your closure. You obviously see that that person's not worth your time. Those people aren't worth your time. Okay, if they don't see you as worth, explaining something to, then guess what? You shouldn't see them as worth sticking around for, or thinking about, or waiting for. What are you waiting on closure for? There's no point in waiting on something that they don't want to give you. That's crazy. And sometimes, It could be a painful process that you have to go through, but trust me, once you heal and get on the other side of that, you're going to feel wonderful. Because trust me, by the time they try to come back and explain whatever and tell you whatever crap for whatever reason, you are not going to care about it. Trust me, you are not going to care about it. You're going to be like, okay, well, glad you told me that, but I don't care. Like, I've been stopped caring, you know? So you got to be on that type of time with those type of people, okay? Like I said, because, you know, for whatever reason they got whatever going on, you are solely responsible for yourself, your own healing, your own closure. You give yourself that closure. You give yourself that self-love and that self-care. Don't let nobody treat you like crap and have you just waiting on them for nothing. For more lies, for more deceit, for more illusions. Because 9 times out of 10, when they do come back to tell you the truth, it's going to be the half truth. It ain't going to be the whole truth. They're not going to tell you the whole situation. You know, even though you could know what's going on, or, you know, you could feel that you partially know what's going on, or whatever your situation is. It's different for everybody. You know, just don't even waste your time with it. I'm telling you, because it's going to be a headache for you, and it's just going to be a bunch of just illusions and more crap, more toxicity. And you know what? Another thing, do not ever let nobody give you closure with it ending in the blame game. That, I'm gonna warn you with that right off the bat, because a lot of people like to use blame stuff as a way to give closure. Like, oh, this happened because you were, or I did this because of you, and you made me do. And nobody made nobody do nothing. Nobody could make nobody do a thing. Whatever they did was a choice that they made by their own free will. Okay? Don't ever let nobody make you feel guilty about something they did. Don't ever let nobody make you feel guilty, you know, about betraying you, hurting you, lying to you, deceiving you. That's crazy. Don't ever let nobody do that to you. And also another thing, don't give more of yourself to people than they are giving to you. Don't invest in nobody that's not properly investing in you or giving you that equal give and take. Don't let nobody play on your top like that. I mean, that is the most crazy manipulating thing I have ever seen people to do. And it gets worse. They get worse. But the thing is, don't give more of yourself to nobody that's not feeling or seeing your self-worth or seeing you worth that same thing. If they don't give you no closure, don't give them no closure when you get up out of their life. Just the same way they didn't think you deserved any closure, make sure that you don't give them no closure. That way when they come back for it, they can figure it out the same way you did. Okay? You got to learn how to love yourself. Stop letting people play with you. Okay? Stop letting people treat you any kind of way. Step on you like a rug and a mat, and, you know, treat you like you just don't matter. Acting like you're a nobody. That's insane to even stick around people like that. Because, you know, there's a lot of people out there who have people that like to play games with people. And best believe, if they play games with you, they're playing games with a bunch of other people too. The only difference will be you won't be one of the fools. You'll be one of the people that walked away that's not finna play the game with them. You leave them to play that game by themselves or with whomever else. Okay? Stand up for yourself. Have that courage. You gotta have that courage out here, because people nowadays, they like to play with you. People like to play with weak people. And once you show people that you are not weak and something to play with, trust me, they'll back off. Or they'll keep trying to come up with different tactics and ways to, continue to manipulate you. Continue to try to make you not see your worth when you really know your worth. So you have to know your worth, though. That's the thing. People can't play with you when you know your worth. Haven't you realized that, the more awakened you are to people's bull crap, that's going on out here, the less people play with you, the less people want to approach you, the less people even want to try you, because they know you can see right through them. They already know what's up, so they don't like to even approach you. These are going to be the people that do stuff behind the scenes. These are going to be the people that, think they're doing crap and hiding their hands. These are going to be the people that go around trying to make you look like the bad guy. That's going to be those people. Those are the people you want to resist and stay away from. And once you get away from them, do not reconnect with them. Do not reconcile. Because if they snaked you once, they'll snake you again. Sometimes people will reconcile with you. That way they can keep snaking you, keep fooling you, keep on pulling you back into the game, keep on making you play the game with them. But once you cut that delete that soul tie, cut that connection, cut that cord, once you burn that bridge, leave that motherfucker burn. Leave that connection severed. Because the same way they didn't mind severing the connection, you make sure it stays severed. You got to stand 10 toes nowadays, because people will sit there and play on your top left and right. If you let people play those games with you, and if you let them play them games with you, they're going to keep trying you and keep thinking you're an easy target. But once you stand 10 toes, you're going to be okay. So continue to, like I said, seek for your own healing. Continue to have your own closure. Continue to keep staying on your journey and your path and going after the things that are actually meant for you, because the things that are meant for you won't be taken away from you. They won't be withheld from you. They won't be hard to maintain, because what God has for you is going to be for you, and nobody could take it away. Nobody. The only things that could be taken away from you are things that weren't meant for you. Things that were not meant for your betterment. Things that weren't good for you. Things that were just not supposed to be long term. It may have been a temporary thing, but trust and believe, once you let that stuff go, that's when your journey will begin. So continue to stay positive. Continue to love yourself. Care for yourself. Stop letting people play with you. Let people know you ain't nothing to play with. Okay? You gotta be happy and stand on business when you do it. So that concludes today's video. I will catch you guys on the next video, which will be a book share. So I'm gonna choose the chapter to read from, and then we're gonna deliver the message as usual. So thank you guys again for tuning in to another episode with AndriaSimmons, aka Luminous, on Luminous's Intuitive Talks, brought to you by Luminous's Divine Healings. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye.